This week on Recipe Rehab, Chef Jill in the yellow kitchen faces off with Chef Mareya in the green kitchen to show the ultimate comfort food, macaroni and cheese, who's boss. But what do you get when you take 4 boxes of mac and cheese, mix in whole milk, 3 eggs, 2 sticks of butter, a block of processed cheese, and top it off with bacon?
Some good mac and cheese. That is tasty.
It may be tasty, but L'Oreal's mac and cheese is over 1,400 calories per serving. That's just sick.
So you're saying I can't eat no more than that?
To top it off, L'Oreal is lactose intolerant, so she's dying for a recipe rehab. Which chef will annihilate the fat and dairy, but keep the flavor alive? Wait till you see which cheeses will come to the rescue and what vegetable is used to replace all that dairy.
L'Oreal's mac and cheese needs some serious recipe rehab, or else it's gonna maybe give everybody a heart attack at the table. So first of all, I'm gonna start with the butternut squash. This ingredient is my secret weapon because I'm always looking for ways to cut the fat, cut the calories, but still keep the flavor in here and add to the nutrient content. And what I find that's really cool is that the sweetness plays off of the salt of the cheese. So I'm gonna add the goat cheese in, which for you, L'Oreal, goat cheese doesn't have the cow's milk, so you don't have to worry about that with your lactose intolerance.
Butternut squash and goat cheese? That's an interesting combo. Let's see what Chef Jill has up her sleeve in the yellow kitchen.
Now, L'Oreal's recipe has bacon in it, so I want to keep that smokiness, but I also want to cut out the calories, so I've chosen to use turkey bacon. And because we're not using a lot of cow's milk, I want to add a lot of flavor by using cremini mushrooms. Cremini mushrooms are also known as baby bellas. They're actually small portobello mushrooms. So these are going to give this dish a really earthy flavor.
The mushrooms are cooking down with celery and onions. Clearly, these chefs are taking wildly different approaches here. Okay, back in the green kitchen.
I'm just gonna add a little bit of yogurt. And I know you're probably thinking, what? Yogurt and mac and cheese? But this is a soy yogurt, and it's just gonna give it a little bit more body.
She's gonna add that creamy butternut squash soy yogurt mixture to her already cooked pasta.
I've got brown rice pasta because it's lower in carbs. Okay, so I've got my soy cheese alternative. Again, we're taking the cow's milk part out because L'Oreal is lactose intolerant. But the cool thing for you, even if you're not, it's cutting down on the cholesterol.
Back in the yellow kitchen, let's see how Chef Jill is dealing with that.
What I've chosen to use is soy milk. Be careful when you're using soy milk because a lot of the products on the market tend to have sugar in them, and they also tend to be sweetened with vanilla. This is unsweetened and unflavored. I'm gonna add the soy milk to my cooked vegetables and mushrooms. This is gonna add creamy yumminess that we're looking for in mac and cheese. However, we're not using cow's milk, so she is going to be able to eat this and enjoy it.
She also has some grated goat's milk cheddar.
To the cheese, I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch. What the cornstarch does is it helps to bind the cheese with the milk. A little bit of dried mustard for flavor. Just gonna slowly add the cheese. And I know Mareya came up with a recipe, but I'm pretty certain mine's the most delicious.
In the green kitchen, Chef Mareya is spicing things up a bit.
We've got a little bit of spice and a little bit of a secret spice, which is my nutmeg. You know, you think about nutmeg being, you know, in pumpkin pie and more sweet dishes, but it just, with the cheese and the butternut squash, adds a really nice punch. Now, here's the final part, okay? So why do you love mac and cheese? It's creamy, it's gooey, and when we bake it in the oven, it's gonna give it a really nice crunch. But I'm gonna add to that crunch, and I've got some pretzel crumbs, and I'm gonna sprinkle this on the top. Chef Jill, I don't think you can beat it.
In the yellow kitchen, Chef Jill's just wrapping up her mixture.
I'm going to enhance the flavor of the mushrooms with a little bit of truffle oil. Now, truffle oil is really strong, so we only need to add a little bit. A little dabble do ya. At this point, I'm gonna add in my whole wheat elbow pasta. The whole wheat is gonna add some extra fiber to this dish and it'll make it a little bit more heart healthy. I'm gonna pop this into a baking dish, and in the oven it's gonna go till it's nice and gooey and brown on top. Now beat that, Mareya.
While the chefs get to baking, let's check out that old stat board. L'Oreal's mac and cheese clocked in at over 1,400 calories and had 56 grams of fat. Heart attack central.
Mac and cheese is ready, L'Oreal. We're gonna get it out of the oven. Check this out. Cheesy, beautiful.
Chef Mareya's version slashed the calories in the mac and cheese by more than half, all the way down to 565 and 18 grams of fat. Whoa! Now let's see how Chef Jill did back in the yellow kitchen. Looks like she's kicked the calories down to 550 and lowered the fat to 19 grams. Looks like the chefs are practically dead even in the health department. Let's see how they do in the taste department as L'Oreal tries out these new and improved recipes.
Very excited to see how this is going to turn out.
Like soy yogurt and macaroni and cheese. What?
I know. For mac and cheese, it seems odd. Alrighty, you guys, the food is ready. It's actually really good. So the recipe that we all liked the most was the green recipe.
Chef Mareya wins.
Woo! Yeah. I won.
Man.
Jill, maybe next time.
To see more Recipe Rehab, subscribe or watch another episode right now. And don't forget to watch Fitness Guinea Pig, where we test today's hottest workout and diet trends.